The next time I saw Zach Rivers, he'd gone from a D-list nobody to a corporate shark. 6 years ago, when he needed me most, I'd walked away and moved halfway across the world. Now, my eyesight was failing, and he had a new arm candy, the latest it girl. Everyone gushed about them being a match made in heaven, but my sudden appearance caused Zach to lose it at a press conference. Now that you're back in the States, I wanted to use this to introduce you to some directors, see if they have any roles you'd be good for. My old friend Tiffany Blake said as she looped her arm through mine. No sweat, I'll take anything that pays. Even a hardcore porn flick? If the price is right. I hesitated. Listen, Tiffany, don't tell me you blew through that money Mr. Davenport gave you? 500 grand, just to leave Zach alone? That's real money, girl. How could you spend it all already? Tiffany still hadn't gotten over my decision 6 years ago. Back then, both Zach and I were struggling actors. Mr. Davenport, a sleazy producer with deep pockets, threatened to destroy Zach's career if I didn't sleep with him. Zach's star was finally rising, and I couldn't let him be dragged down. I grabbed Tiffany's wrist, my eyes stinging. Tiffany, I'm sick. Tiffany's face changed. What? What's wrong? I thought you were living the high life overseas. What happened? Her tone softened. Retinitis pigmentosa. I just want to make as much money as I can while I can still see, so I can take care of myself when I go blind. I said it calmly, but Tiffany's eyes welled up. Why didn't you say anything? Does Zach know? I squeezed her hand. Please don't tell him. He's happy now. Jamie, you're just as pathetic as you were 6 years ago. I just don't want to mess with him anymore. Of course, as fate would have it, Tiffany brought me to a press conference where Zach would be. I saw him right away and immediately tried to get out of there. Only, I got lost and ended up in some VIP lounge. I heard footsteps getting closer and dove behind a sofa, holding my breath. Click. Someone came in and sat down. Brittany, I think the strapless dress would look better on you for the wedding. We'll have it in New Zealand if you want. That voice. Zach. So sweet, so caring, like a knife twisting in my gut. Brittany Wells, the A-list actress he was now with. I'd seen the stories even before I came back to the States. It seemed they were planning a wedding. 6 years is a lifetime. He had moved on and I shouldn't be affected by it. Especially since I walked away. Suddenly, my phone rang, snapping me back to reality. I fumbled for it, hitting mute and bolted for the door. Wearing a cocktail dress and heels, I wasn't exactly making a quick getaway. Zach's footsteps were closing in. I spotted a door on my right and threw it open, praying it would lead somewhere safe. Bad luck, it led to the main hall where the press conference was happening. In an instant, every camera turned on me. I covered my face and hurried down the steps, trying to stay out of sight. Stop her. Zach's voice boomed behind me. I looked back and saw him staring at me, his face like thunder. A couple of bodyguards grabbed me. If anyone releases a single one of those pictures, they're going to regret it. Tiffany elbowed her way through the crowd, shouting at Zach. What do you think you're doing? This is America. Zach sauntered up to her, cool as ice. I'm not doing anything, Tiffany. I just want to have a little chat with Ms. Jamie Walker. Tiffany was taken back to the VIP room. Zach grabbed my wrist and dragged me down the hall. Zach, you're hurting me. He ignored me, his face like a stone mask. I had no idea what he wanted, but my heart was pounding out of my chest. He threw me onto a sofa. Two goons closed the door and turned to me, grinning. You two. Get over here. Zach yelled. He pulled out his phone and pointed it at me. The two goons grinned as they began to approach me. Zach. Please don't. I cried, shrinking back. You like being on a man's arm? How about I let these two beefcakes have their way with you? Sound good? The two men reached for my dress and the strap broke. Zach. I'm begging you. Please. Don't do this. I sobbed, shaking all over. Zach's knuckles were white as he gripped his phone. He hesitated, then shoved it back in his pocket. My dress was torn, and as I struggled to cover myself, the men's lips began to touch my neck and chest. Zach's face twisted with something that looked like disgust. He grabbed the two men by the hair and threw them back. Get out! Get out! The goons scrambled out of the room. I grabbed the scraps of my dress, shivering. Zach's eyes were bloodshot, like a wild animal. He grabbed my arms, digging his fingers in. You like this, don't you? Isn't this how you ended up in Davenport's bed? No, I didn't, I stammered. Just then, Tiffany kicked the door open and pointed her phone at Zach. She shoved him away from me and slapped him hard across the face. Zach Rivers. You're scum. If you don't let us go right now, I swear, I'll ruin my own career to send you to prison. Zach glared at her. You think you can stop me? I tugged at Tiffany's sleeve. Take me away. Tiffany took off her jacket and put it around me, her voice shaking. Let's go. She helped me to the door, then stopped. Zach, if you don't want to regret it for the rest of your life, you'll never hurt Jamie again. Or I'll make you wish you were never born. We didn't turn around and didn't see Zach's expression, but I knew it wasn't pretty. At Tiffany's place, after I'd calmed down, she asked me, do you regret it? Giving up your reputation for that scumbag? Actually, no. Tiffany looked shocked. But Davenport spread those stories. It was all a lie. I said, looking at the ceiling. 6 years ago, Davenport had set a trap. That night, if I didn't go to his room, Zach would be drugged and filmed in bed with another actress. I had to do something. In his moment of weakness, I slashed him with a knife I'd hidden in my boot. He saw I'd rather die than sleep with him. He demanded I never return to the States or he would hurt Zach. Zach's grandmother was sick and needed surgery, so he couldn't lose his job. He had endorsements coming out of his ears. I had no choice. I left, and I didn't take the $500,000. Life overseas wasn't easy. I washed dishes, waited tables, and ran a cash register. I finally came back when I saw that Davenport had died. Tiffany hugged me, crying softly. Jamie, you suffered so much. You don't have to work. I'll take care of you, even if you go blind. You know me. I can't stand to be a freeloader. But if you go back into show business, you're going to run into Zach again. He went crazy looking for you. Especially when he heard you were with Davenport. Everyone thought Davenport sent you to Europe to live like a queen, until some rag posted a picture of you throwing up over there. Zach was a mess. Then his grandma died. Tears streamed down my face. I had severe depression. I couldn't cope. Now, I don't have a choice. This is the only way I can make money fast. My vision is getting worse, and I'm running out of time. 2 weeks later, Tiffany got me an audition for a supporting role. And I got it. But after the first day, I learned that Brittany Wells had replaced the lead actress. I knew Zach had something to do with it. But I didn't know why. Did he just want me to suffer? 3. That evening, Zach's Maybach was parked near the set, waiting for Brittany to get off work. We were supposed to be done by noon, but I was forced to stay until midnight. At night, my vision got really bad. I could barely see anything and tripped several times on set. Brittany saw me trip and deliberately tripped me. I fell to the ground. Oops, are you blind or something? You just walked right in front of me, without even saying hi. And you stepped on my foot. I backed away. Sorry, I didn't see you. Are those eyes on your face for decoration only? Brittany leaned in, pointing at my eyes. Before I could react, she grabbed my necklace and ripped it off. The pearls scattered all over the floor. No, this was my mom's. I got down on my knees, frantically groping for them. I couldn't see them. Tears welled up. What's going on here? Zach walked over. I heard his voice and froze. Brittany wrapped her arm around his, her voice sickeningly sweet. Just your ex-girlfriend, who just stepped on my foot. Zach crouched down and wiped off her shoe. Don't worry, I'll get you a new pair. I don't want you catching anything nasty. I knew he was talking about Davenport. Oh, it's okay. Maybe she didn't mean it. Brittany said with fake sincerity. I swallowed my tears and turned to leave. I could grab the pearls in the morning. Jamie, this is the middle of nowhere. Does someone have to come pick you up? Do you want to ride with us? Most of the crew had already left, and I wasn't sure if I could get a ride. But I wasn't getting in Zach's car. Don't worry about her. Ms. Walker knows how to get a man's attention. Zach sneered. Actually, she has a ride right here. Tiffany's voice came from behind me. You can't see at night, I figured I should come pick you up. I grabbed her arm, whispering. Thank God you're here. Tiffany turned to leave, but Brittany stopped her. Oh, is she that delicate? Is she going blind? Tiffany whirled around. Yes, she is going blind. You should watch your mouth, or you'll get what's coming to you. I pulled Tiffany. Let's go, please. But Zach grabbed my arm hard. What did she mean by that? Did you tell her to say that to get my sympathy? Of course, the prettiest women are always the most manipulative. I jerked my arm away. Just leave me alone, Zach. I pretended to stare fearlessly into his face. But he held up a pearl, shaking it in front of my eyes. I reached for it. He dropped it. 4. I bent down to pick it up, and his shoe came down hard on my hand. Tiffany tried to shove him. Zach, that's enough. But his shoe didn't move. Say it. Say you're a slut, and I'll move. Zach's voice was low and furious. The pain was blinding, but I didn't make a sound. Tiffany was almost crying. Zach, get your foot off her. She was never with Davenport. She only went in his room that night for you. She wasn't pregnant. That was a reaction to her depression. Zach's foot didn't move, but I felt the pressure lighten. Tiffany shoved him aside. I grabbed the pearl and tried to leave, but ran straight into Zach. Is that true? Or is it just another lie? Are you really that kind of woman? I snapped. I bit him on the hand, hard, until I tasted blood. Brittany rushed over and pushed me away. What are you doing? You're going to give Zach some kind of disease. I spat onto the grass, then glared at Zach. Yes, I slept with Davenport. I'm a gold digger. If you think I'm dirty, then stay away from me. I quit the show, and I just want you to leave me alone. Tiffany yanked me away, slamming into Zach as we went. Just wait, Zach Rivers. I'm going to take you down. 2 days later, my eye doctor, Dr. Dwayne King, told me to come in for a checkup. What's the point? It's not like it'll change anything. Jamie, you can't give up. I'll get you your favorite dessert. I dragged myself to the hospital. I ran into Zach and Brittany, who were getting a pre-marriage physical. I ducked into a supply closet. But Zach saw me and dragged me out. Jamie, how long are you going to keep this act up? Last time you said you were going blind. What is it this time? Can't you just stay away from me? You make me sick. I didn't realize he hated me this much. He didn't care if you were dying, he would think you were wasting his time. My heart sank. Okay, fine. Give me $1 million and I'll disappear forever. When did you get so cheap? $2 million and sleep with me for a month. I slapped him, turned, and walked away. Jamie Walker, I'll remember this. You're going to pay for that.